disconnected to my computers and COH public.
Yeah.
You good?
Yes. Yeah.
All right, can I get a motion to come out of executive session?
That's first.
Attorney client. Sorry, attorney client.
I'm sorry, attorney client, my fault. Thanks, Chris. Can I get a motion to come out of attorney client?
Yes.
Second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Thank you. All right, we're back into the open meeting at this point. No decision was made.
Much was taken.
So the next thing is, we're gonna go right back to the agenda, right?
Yeah. the next
Okay,
one.
so we're gonna go through our minutes, right?
Yes.
Everybody get a chance to read the minutes Sarah sent out? Can I get a motion any questions on the minutes? Can I get a motion to accept the minutes?
I'll make the motion.
Second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Moved. Thank you. Admin report?
Hello. I think I've made enough clips today. We are, today we have two resolutions to consider that were circulated in advance. First was the annual resolution that, remember, we did that last year where we kind of reappoint our roles and meeting times and stuff like that. We discussed it yesterday, but we can actually concretize that and formally vote on it today.
Do we have that? I don't see that.
Did it not make it into the packet?
I don't see that.
Also don't see it in my,
No.
okay, well, on to March with that one. We did, I think, approve your position
We did all of that last.
and we selected the meeting, but there's a,
We
it's just
haven't finalized.
When is that meeting again?
the fourth Thursday,
At what time?
4:30.
Okay,
So
I was
that's
here
it.
today at 4:30.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Today was at 5 just because of.
Oh, that's right. We did decide that because it's going
We did.
to
Made a conflict.
Is this the fourth Thursday or third?
So we will be discussing my replacement. We've already discussed, I think we're ready to move on to the rest of the agenda. And I don't need.
Okay,
to-
financial?
Margaret, do you want to present the finances or would you like?
No, I don't, because I only looked at it for, first time yesterday.
Margaret and I did our first bank reconciliation yesterday.
Which document are you referencing?
We will talk about the two, the documents will start with the word financials and then the reconciliations.
Yeah, do you want to look at the HRTF first?
Sure.
See that I did.
No motion in and out of the account. We did write and two checks that moved in January but haven't been deposited yet. One to Greater Hudson Promise Neighborhoods and one to the city, but they haven't been deposited yet. And the other one in HCDPA, we have a few uncleared checks as well. I made a mistake last week, I'll own, which is that I brought the blue checks that we normally sign. And we had so many things to sign yesterday that I actually just lost them in the shuffle last meeting. So I have two checks for you to sign, Dominic, today from last meeting, one to Chris Shale's office and one to me. And then with those uncleared checks, we have an ending balance of $40,000, $40,057.
So one of these checks goes back to July of 2023. And we need to void that check.
Yeah.
And reissue it on the invoice that it was initially submitted for.
Okay.
So the balance isn't going to change, but we do need to get the bank to void what was previously issued and reissued.
I will make sure that happens before the next meeting because I'd like to button that all up by next meeting, maybe my last one. So there's $40,000 in the standing account. And I realized too, I submitted an invoice for myself, and I think the invoice for Chris's office was actually a duplicate from last month. So we will sign a check for that today, but we've actually already approved that amount. And so the only new expense that was presented today was my invoice is a lot higher than it normally is because I just had a lot of different things to do, interviews and stuff. Sure.
I'm right here, it says investment, 250,000.
That's our CD. Remember when we put $250,000?
Oh, we had $250,000 in the HCDPA.
That was money we moved from the housing trust fund account to an investment account.
Okay.
In Green County. That was Penn's passion project.
Okay. And that's in the CD, right?
And so that just sits there, yeah, until, for 7 months, until we get a return.
So when that return does, do we get it or we give it to? It's
Well,
not really
it
our money.
goes into
Right.
the, it
It's
stays in
just
the-
money we're handling for the other.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So that's actually the only bill today is my invoice for $960.
Can I get a motion to, pay the bill? Second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Motion passed. So we're on resolutions. Are we done with finance?
Yes.
Yeah, so we're on resolutions.
Item A, I apologize, Chris did send me a annual resolution and it did not make it into the packet. I think we can still consider it next meeting. It's just where we annually state what's our paper of record.
Yes, right.
Strange,
The
but,
paper record of the time and day of our meetings and things like that.
and our officer positions.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
Sarah, in your minutes for the prior meeting, you approved all the appointments of the committees and the officers, correct?
Yes,
Correct.
We did not reappoint existing members or existing officer positions. But we did have Margaret step in to fill the role that Ryan vacated.
So
Do we-
you should really confirm the appointments of all the officers so that is clear for this coming meeting. You should, for reorg, you should always be reappointing your officers each year.
I got nominated.
Yeah.
You nominated Margaret to be treasurer, but we didn't do the committees.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And we didn't nominate Dominic to be
Yeah, you
the
did.
chair.
Yeah.
Oh, we did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kamal.
Oh, that's right.
Kamal does the appointment. That's how I know.
And I was appointed as,
no, not in the revised code. He appoints the
Just me.
chair. He
Yeah.
only appoints you.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's how I know you
Yeah,
did it.
the others
Yeah.
are voted on.
Oh, I see.
but I nominated in the meeting.
Right.
But we didn't vote. I'm looking at the minutes. We didn't vote.
So should we just go, should
Can
we just do that now?
by
Chris?
motion? Yeah, let's go through it and do it by motion because I really don't want to wait for another month. You should have your org done, so.
Yeah.
Just start from
so you
the,
have- Right.
Start
Go
from the
ahead,
top.
Dominic. Yep.
Can I get a nomination for chair? Anyone, Mr. Mayor?
I nominate Dominic Moranti.
All in favor?
Well,
Well, first,
Right.
second, and third.
let me see a second.
First,
Yeah.
second.
What do you mean?
First and
Who's gonna
second.
second the nomination?
Oh, can I have
I'll
a
second it.
Okay.
second?
I
We all second. Yeah.
Okay. Approved, sorry. You got me all flustered. So I would like to nominate,
All
it's
in
a,
favor? Aye.
all in favor, aye?
Yeah.
Okay. I'd like to
Any
nominate,
opposed? No.
any votes? I'd like to nominate Teresa as secretary.
I'll second that.
Okay,
Can I get a second?
Second,
Margaret.
Margaret.
Okay,
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
got it.
I'd like to nominate,
Ron's not here.
Well, you can still
Doesn't-
nominate.
we can still nominate, her, right? Yeah,
Yes,
I'd like to nominate, Ravonda
It's co-chair.
as vice chair. All in favor? I mean,
Second.
can I get a motion?
I put the motion.
No, second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passed. And then last, I'd like to nominate Margaret as.
That was already done.
Oh,
Yeah, we
was?
did do that.
We
Okay,
did that last-
okay, good, okay. So we're good?
Now we need to do committees. We have a governance, a finance,
Okay.
and not committee.
Okay, so do we just put people on those or how did we do that last time?
if you want to nominate a slate, that's probably the easiest thing to do and then vote on the slate.
Okay. I like, there's 3 on each committee, right?
Mhm.
Okay. I'd like to, do we go governance? Is that okay?
Let me just look back at the city website and see who was on it before.
I can pull that up.
Finance.
I have special
Margaret's got the
access to
secret
this now.
Good for you.
So what do you want,
Just if you scroll, I did up.
yeah, hang on,
What else?
hang on.
Gov-
Audit, I believe.
Mhm. It's just government audit, right?
Finance.
Governance, finance.
Governance.
Finance and
finance.
I believe the
Okay.
the
here we go.
treasurer is not on the audit.
Yeah, it'll be a conflict.
Right.
Let's see.
I'm on the site. Where am I going to find the committees?
It's at the very bottom of the.
Committees,
Ma-
governance, okay. Last year, governance was Kamal, Oh, it's already on, it's already been posted on the website.
Probably carried over from
It's probably
last
just
year.
carry over.
Yeah,
from
but
last-
my name is in here and I wasn't here last.
I might
year.
have just subbed
Oh,
you
you
in.
subbed me in for whoever
the
you tried for.
treasurer.
So currently on the website, it's governance is
Listen.
Kamal, Margaret and Dominic.
Okay,
Do we need a motion to approve that?
Yes, right? Can I get a
Yeah.
motion to approve that slate?
Yes, I motion. Give you
A
a-
second.
okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any
Aye.
opposed? Motion carried. Next is treasure,
The
the
finance.
finance.
And this is Teresa, Margaret and Ravonda.
Can I get a motion to accept that slate?
I'll make the motion.
Can I get a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passed. An audit,
The audit is Kamal, Margaret and Ravonda.
Oh, it's.
Margaret can't
it's-
be on.
Yeah,
I
it's not
can't-
Margaret. That's a mistake.
I was thinking a bit much.
Teresa,
And-
Teresa, would you like to be on audit?
Sure.
Would you like to be on audit?
Yes.
Great.
Because the audit is audit of finance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so, so the slate would be, Teresa,
Kamal and
Kamal,
Ravonda.
and Rabonda. Can I get a motion
I'll
for
make
that?
that motion.
Second,
I'll second.
all in favor? Motion passed.
Any opposed? No.
Anyone?
And
Okay,
you can just fix that on the website.
okay. How we doing, Chris?
Should we
You're
just, while
doing
we're
great.
here, say what our newspaper of record is?
Well, okay, so, our newspaper record is the Register, correct? Yeah.
Motion.
Can I get a motion to accept the Register as our newspaper of record? Second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Nope.
Motion passed.
And time and date of meetings,
Fourth Thursday, 4:30 PM.
4:30.
Yeah,
Can I get a motion to have our meetings the fourth Thursday of the month at 4:30 PM?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passed.
And could I ask you to, because you're supposed to review your procurement policy every year, if you could just confirm the one that you have on your website as your procurement policy, and you can review it again. Your governor committee can actually review it again, more closely, but that should be the one that you are having in place.
You got that up there, Margaret?
Say that again.
The procurement
Right.
policy?
Procurement policy, the one that you've currently got published on your website.
Don't see it.
it is there, but it's.
Oh, policies and audit material. That's it. That's it. We have existing procurement policy yet. So we need to approve this.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, it just downloaded. I'm hearing. Right. This policy is really about,
All estimated purchases less than 10,000 but exceeding 1,000 shall require written tax quotes from at least two vendors. We actually really need to review this because our procurement policies are out of sync with state procurement. Like it's from what was in place 15 years ago.
Do you need a
So we've
committee to
got
do
pretty-
that?
That was
Governance committee. Okay.
Governance should look at it, but we also need to do it in the city code as well,
Mhm.
because it's not realistic.
Yeah. I agree.
But for now, this is what we've got. This is consistent, I believe, with what's in the city code of procurement,
Yeah.
where you have to get two quotes if it's over 1,000, less than 1,000 can be at the discretion of executive director. That also has to be updated because we don't have an executive director. So it would have to be left to the discretion of the board, I think, of HCDPA.
Yeah.
So.
Or you can delegate to the chair.
In
Chris, do you think it would be better for us to take a look at this and revise it and vote on it next month?
Okay, we vote on it, we revise,
Yeah.
with each revising it.
I'm just looking to make sure that everyone understands what the rules are for now. And then you certainly should look at it and revise it. I mean, particularly, you're not likely to undertake any construction projects right now, but you should try to make sure that you're consistent with the minimum, state requirements, so you don't have to do specs for something that you shouldn't have to do, right?
Exactly.
But yeah, you absolutely should look at that.
Okay. But your recommendation is that for now, we acknowledge that this is our procurement policy, but first
Yeah.
order of business governance would be to
Yes.
check on this.
So
Yes.
right now we get, I'll do, get a motion to accept it right now. And then review it in governance. Right?
Yep.
Can I get a motion to accept the procurement policy as stated on our website?
Motion to accept.
Second.
All in favor?
All right.
Motion passed.
Okay.
And then,
Is there any-
Mr. Chair, the next thing would be the, confirm the depository for monies of the agency. And what we usually say is that the bank, you know, whatever bank you're using is approved as an authorized depository for money of the agency. And the monies of the agency shall be invested subject to in accordance with the investment policy. That is, I think you are using the investment policy for, pardon me, did you review the investment policy last year, Sarah, or did we just draft it and you didn't ever get it adopted?
There's no investment policy on the website.
That's, that doesn't necessarily mean that we didn't vote on it. I can't remember. I apologize.
Okay, I have a draft that was marked up, but I don't know that you adopted it. What do you have posted on the website?
Nothing.
Yeah.
On the website for policies, we have general municipal law for disposition, we have procurement, conflict of
Right.
interest, video conferencing,
So,
that's it.
so what we had said last year was to comply with the same investment procedures that the city of Hudson is required to comply with. You know, pending adoption of something else.
So what do you want to, do I make that motion
I
to?
would suggest, right, I would say, you know, identify your authorized depository and then confirm that you're going to follow the investment policy approved for funds of the city of Hudson.
Okay, so our
Because you should have something in place, right?
deposit is
The Bank of
Bank of Greene County.
Greene County. Okay, so
Yeah.
as it stands, our deposit is Bank of Greene County, and we get to a motion to accept Bank of Greene County, and also that we're going to adhere to the policies and guidelines set forth by this,
The investment
the
procedures.
investment procedure set forth by the city, right?
Mhm.
The guidelines of the city. Can I get a motion? Can I get a motion to accept that?
So,
Second,
second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Motion
Can
passed.
we wait
And just-
for? come back?
One
Yeah,
question,
she
did
didn't know
you,
who did what.
is
Wait,
the
wait.
CD also with Greene County?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Sarah, we just had a motion identifying Greene County and that we're going to adhere to the
Investment.
investment procedures.
Can I get the motions and seconds for the minutes? Did it? do you
Excuse
remember-
me?
Do you remember who motioned?
I motioned and
Teresa.
Teresa seconded.
Okay.
All in favor?
And nobody was against.
Okay.
And
Is that it?
is that good, Chris?
That's good for today. I think, you know, we'll have you review the rest of your policies. Maybe governance could review the rest of those and see if you want any changes in those. And Sarah, your insurance policy, can you report when is that up for renewal?
It usually renews in April, and we did just get, I think I just forwarded it to you, Dominic, but I did just get an email about it, maybe even yesterday. That was just, hey, time for you to start thinking about your insurance policy. So I'll circulate that and we can look at it.
So maybe you want to refer that to finance and they can look at the cost of that and consider
Okay.
options for that prior to the next meeting.
Okay.
Okay, now,
Can I have one more question? Because this is actually something I'm not clear on, which is when these committees meet, they have to meet in a public meeting.
Yes.
And so they either need to call a meeting of the finance committee, like, so if the finance committee wants to meet to discuss that, or if the governance committee wants to meet to discuss these policies, they either need to do it during sort of breaking out from an existing HCDPA meeting, or they need to call a public meeting and discuss it in public.
Either way, they need to be noticed. So some boards, it depends on what's most useful for your boards. Some boards will notice that they are going to schedule a committee meeting or multiple committee meetings at the beginning of a regular meeting. And so because they have their, you know, system set up and so forth. But other committees find it more useful to schedule a separate meeting. And so the chair would need to schedule the meeting, give notice to the board and the committee members, and then also give notice on the website that the meeting's being held and that it's open to the public. And obviously held in a public place, right? So City
you
Hall
meet-
or wherever.
Can the meetings be done by Zoom or
No.
whatever we're using
They
now?
cannot, they cannot,
It's all the same.
because
I mean, the little three
same
people.
rules
Yeah.
for,
No,
Yeah,
did you know it's three?
yeah, I know.
So Chris, is the notice, that's the 72-hour open meeting law notice, correct?
Yeah,
correct.
we can.
Okay.
Yeah.
How was this done last year? Did you tag the meetings on with the regular?
Yeah,
That seems practical.
Mhm.
yeah,
That's what the IDA does.
That makes sense.
that's help. Thanks for clearing that up. Okay, are we ready to move on? Because I know we have a few other,
Yeah.
Yeah, so now we're in the resolution for the coordinator position,
yes. And do we need to
Probably do.
enter,
executive session,
yeah,
Correct.
enter executive session to discuss a personnel matter?
hiring. Yeah. I'd like to get a motion to enter an executive session
So moved.
to discuss hiring.
Teresa moved,
Second,
Margaret seconds.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passed.
Okay.
Michelle can stay.
This one more time.
Sorry.
This is, well,
Good
Logan
exercise.
does not, Logan's are,
No decisions can be made
You're not
in
up
executive session.
no decisions will be made.
You can stay, Michelle.
Just wanna, we're still on.
You want to block us out?
Yeah,
Is that-
you
Oh.
mute and,
You think if we simply just turn the camera off, mute ourselves and stop
Yeah.
recording?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Okay.